Hi everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. I'm Ellie and today we're starting the first part of what I think is going to be a two-part vlog series in which I'm going to try and clean out everything that's on my Kindle Unlimited right now. So today is the 1st of August. You're hopefully seeing this at the end of August, and then I think you'll see the second part at the end of September. Because I thought giving myself 2 months to read 19 books was kind of reasonable, on the account that I will be reading other things during those 2 months, and I may DNF or return some of these unread, but I'm excited for this, honestly. Some of these, sorry, I'm just going to move that a little. Some of these have been on here since, I think the earliest one is August of last year. Like I said, I have 19 of them. You can have 20, and I do have 20 out, but one is related to my degree, so I'm not going to push myself to read that one, and I don't think anyone would really be interested in seeing that in a vlog. So yes, I'm not going to go through what they all are. I will link a post down below that I've done on my blog at the start of this month, in which I share all of them that I have and a brief sort of like, this is why I have it sort of thing. And I'm going to tell you about what I have been reading. So last night I wanted to get a jump on this, and I thought I would start with Guild by Raven Kennedy, which I've had definitely from last year, so somewhere between August and December I downloaded this, and honestly I was kind of worried to read it. I wasn't sure whether this would be something that I would enjoy, but I started it last night and I am 37% of the way through so far, and it's very intriguing so far. It's strange, but I am enjoying it so far. So that is the one I am reading right now. I know in a few weeks' time there is Aoife's romance readathon, so I have a few that I'm kind of in my mind saving for that. So like I have a Mariana Zapata that I'm keeping for that, and another 2 or 3 contemporary romances that I will probably try and read off this for then. But my idea is to kind of try and read maybe 8 of these throughout August, and then read the others during September. I haven't really decided if I'm going to replace the books as I go. We're gonna see with that, because I do have a whole long list of things that are available on KU that I do really want to get, but we'll kind of see. So Guild is my first read, and then I think I'm kind of tempted to read Ice Planet Barbarians next, which is something that, I don't know, I was never super interested in, but now I downloaded it and I was like, I'm gonna read it, but I just didn't get to it, and now I feel like I'm kind of into the monster romance, so maybe I'd be into alien romance. We're gonna give it a shot, and then I don't really have a plan beyond that. I will just kind of read whatever takes my fancy. I do have a couple that are part of my Read My Kindle selection. In fact, I think I only have one, but still, that would be one that I could read. So that's that. We're being joined by Fletch, and I think I'm gonna try I think I'm gonna try and finish off Guild in the next 2 days or so, and then yeah, maybe we'll go on to the Blue Aliens. We'll see. But with this vlog, I will be updating you whenever I finish a book, so that it's not ridiculously long, and I will let you know when I finish a book what I'm going to start next, or if I'm reading multiple at the same time, I will let you know updates on that. But I just wanted to start this vlog off and let you know the details. But for now, I will catch you all when I finish Guild. It's been a day. Literally, it's been a day. And I've read 2 books, so I thought I would jump back on 2 days in a row and let you know what I thought of the books and what I'm going to read next. So I did finish Guild last night. This was kind of an accident. Like, I was honestly like, oh, I'll read a bit more of it and then I'll finish it today on Wednesday. And yeah, that didn't happen. I just kind of reached a point where I was like, oh wow, I'm like 50% of the way through. And then it was like, oh wow, I'm 80% of the way through. I might as well just finish it at this point, which is what I did. And I really, really enjoyed it. There were definitely a few things that I was just not a fan of, but on the whole I was pleasantly surprised by it. And now I really want the others, but they're not available on KU anymore because it's been picked up by a publisher. So it's been taken off KU, and now I don't really want to pay for the ebooks. I have a limit of like, okay, I will pay this for an ebook, especially if it's something I know that I could get physically in store here if I wanted. But I think I'm gonna try and borrow the next one from the library. We'll see if it's available. I just don't really feel like buying books at the moment. I've bought a couple, I think like 3 in the last week and a half or so, and I just don't really feel like adding any more right now. I'm just gonna ignore me for a second while I chuck up my hair because it is annoying me. Okay, so yes, what was I saying? Yeah, so I just don't really feel like buying anything at the moment, but I really want to read them, and I know that I should read them before I forget everything that's happened. And so yeah, I think I will try and borrow that from the library, and then maybe my birthday is not that long away. It's in October, so I may buy myself some books. Yeah, maybe I'll get myself some like books that I've read and that I really want copies of, rather than adding 8 million more things to my TBR. But that was Guild, and so I finished that I think about like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and was like blown away by it. And it was just sitting here. I have a bit of a blanket mountain sort of thing going on here, and I had a Fletchie, and I was just sitting here, and I was talking a little to Angel, and I was like, oh, I still feel like reading. Like, I'm not quite ready to go to sleep yet. And Fletchie was sitting on my lap, so I couldn't really use my laptop because he was just sitting in an awkward position, and if I moved he would leave, and he was nice and warm and I didn't want him to leave. So I could reach my Kindle, so I did it. I read Ice Planet Barbarians. Okay, I read the whole thing in I think about an hour and a half, if that. Look, I started it and then I was like, oh, cool, yeah, this is interesting. It's weird, but it's a lot. There's some pretty traumatic stuff that happens at the start, and I was like, yeah, okay. And then once we kind of actually got to the like ice planet, it was kind of adorable. Like, I did not expect it to be kind of like cute and fluffy, and I absolutely loved it. So I guess Blue Alien Smart is a thing now that I enjoy, and I'm also really hoping that I haven't checked yet, because I did finish this at like 1 a.m. and then didn't really sleep for the rest of the night. I did eventually, but it took me a while to kind of get to sleep. So yes, that is right. I haven't looked yet to see whether the next ones are still on KU or not. I'm hoping they are, because I would totally just turn this into a Blue Alien Smart vlog and read them all. But that is not what we're going to do, because I need to read more of these. So I am going to return it, and I did return Guild. I did return Guild last night and got something in its place, but I don't think I'm going to read those necessarily. The one I did, I do want to read that in August, so maybe I will, but yes, we'll just see. As for what to read next, let's have a look what we've got. I want something just kind of fun, I think. I don't know that I feel like a contemporary romance, so that takes a few off. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna go with The Rise of Hades by Mila Young, which I have a box set of, and it is a four book box set. It's just downloading now. So I think I'm gonna do that. That's gonna, I think, take me a couple of days. Yeah, it's like 900 pages worth. And honestly, because it's a box set, I think I may just like read all of it back to back, rather than pausing. So I think I'm going to do that, and I think that will be my book for probably this week, and I don't know, we'll see if I enjoy it and how long it ends up taking me. I do have something else just for a normal read that I want to read on my Kindle this week, so we'll see how much time I dedicate to that. I'm just about to watch Helen's new video. I've got that set up on my laptop, and I just made a cuppa, of course. It's still quite early in the morning, so I think I'm going to watch that, and then I'll get started and see how I do with that one. But for now, I will catch you all. I think it'll probably be at least a few days this time, and I'll let you know how I get on. Hello, it's been a week since I updated you. I've been joined with a Lucci here. If you watched my kind of August vlog, literally filming this the second after I did the clip for today for that one, so we still have a Fletchy here, but let me update you all on what I have read. I am just getting my Kindle ready so that I can talk about it. So I have made a little bit of movement since I spoke to you last. First up, only thing I've finished is I finished the first book, which is called Apollo Is Mine, in the Rise of Hades series by Mila Young. If you're keeping up, I have the box set of the 4 books, so I've read the first one, and I am 25, or that was 25% of it, and I have already started book 2. I read the first 2 chapters, so I'm now 27% of the way through. My goal with this one is to finish this one off by the end of the month for this vlog, and then next month I will try and read, or I will read books 3 and 4. Okay, so I also returned a couple. So I tried to read Hope's River by Margaret McHazer. I don't like saying this, especially for indie authors, but the writing in this one was just bad. It was, yeah, it needed a good edit, and it wasn't even like formatted properly. And even if it had been amazing writing, if like things aren't formatted right, I can't read them. But this was not good. So I read the prologue and then immediately returned it. I think if I'm a reader who is very much reliant on liking the writing style of authors. Sometimes I can see past it if I'm really enjoying the characters or the story, but if I read the first little bit and it doesn't make me want to go on at all and the writing isn't my style, yeah, I'm just not going to read it. So there's that one. And also I tried Emerald by Jenna Lee, which was kind of a similar story in that the writing style didn't really work for me. This wasn't bad, but I just didn't really care enough about the story. I read more of this. I read about 10%, but it wasn't grabbing me at all, and maybe I'd come back to it. It's still on KU, so maybe I'd come back to it later, but at the moment, no. I did also start a few. So I started Dragon's Gift by Jada Storm. I think it's Anne Jasmine Walt, but it doesn't say that on here. Or maybe that's her writing. Oh yeah, it is. So Jasmine Walt is, no, Jada Storm is her pen name, I guess. So I read 9% of this one so far. I was enjoying it actually, but I started it at a time where I didn't really have the time to read it, so I read that and was like, oh, I should be like doing whatever. So I will continue with that one when I have time. And I also started The Sting of Victory by S.D. Simper. I read 2% of this one. Really not sure about this one. I'm gonna give it a little longer, but yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'll probably give it around the 10-15% mark, and yeah, if it's not grabbing me, I will return that one. So my goal for the rest of this vlog is to read 4 more books, 5 if we're counting the Nearly Young. Then I will have read 8 for this part, and yes, we will cross the bridge of what I'm going to read next month to get through this all. Then of course, if I end up returning things, then I can feasibly read more, but 4 is the goal. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Dragon's Gift, try more of The Sting of Victory, and then I put The Spanish Love Deception on my TBR for Rom-Comathon, and yes, that starts at the end of this week, so I have the last week of August to read it, and hopefully I might end up reading it first so that it can be part of this vlog, and then I have to pick one other book, I am leaning towards reading To Love a Scandalous Duke by Liana de la Rosa, because it was in a huge historical romance rut and I really didn't want to read any of it. But I just read a Julia Quinn and I enjoyed it, so I'm kind of feeling a little bit more like maybe I'll jump into something historical, and yeah, that might be the one, but we'll see kind of when it actually comes to reading what I feel like. So that is it. A little bit rushed today, but I have a lot I need to do, so I will catch you all on, I don't know, later in the week when I have things to tell you about. We'll see. Hello my friends, we are back and we are doing that thing again today where I update like 4 vlogs at the same time. So let me get my Kindle up and let me talk to you about some things. I read over the weekend. I read 2 books. Yes, I did indeed. The first one of which I finished Sunday morning, which was Dragon's Gift by Jada Storm. This was really enjoyable. Like, I genuinely had a really good time. There were definitely some moments of like, oh, I don't know about that. But on the whole, I really enjoyed it. And I have already downloaded book 2 because I feel like, I need to read it ASAP. I have a bunch of other things I need to read, but I definitely want to get to it. So read that, really enjoyed it. And then I also read To Love a Scandalous Duke by Liana de la Rosa. This is a historical romance, and I was really enjoying this at the start, and then it just started to drag, and it wasn't really anything that different from what I had read in a historical romance before. Like, I've read that plotline before and I just wasn't overly fussed by it. That being said, I would be really interested in reading some other things by Liana de la Rosa. This was her debut, so some of her later books, or her more recent books, do sound really interesting, and I'm interested in giving them a go. So there's that. And then since I have also started, alright, I didn't start, but I continued Variant Lost by Cadence Snow, which I'd started months ago and read 10% of, and now I'm up to 18%. Look, I went into this time around and I was like, I'm gonna give it honestly 2% more, because I don't think I want to read this. I don't think I actually want to read this book at all. I think I just want to return it. And then I went into it and I was suddenly really enjoying it. And now I'm going to read the whole thing. So, I mean, it's good because at least I'm enjoying it, right? And yes, so there's that. I think that may end up being my last one for this video. I was gonna try and read The Spanish Love Deception for Rom-Comathon, but I already have these books back here to read for Rom-Comathon, and I just don't think I'm gonna get around to it in time. If I do, that's fantastic, but I think that this may end up being the last one. Okay, I'm just popping in real quick because as I was editing this, I realized that I missed an entire book. And I don't know why, because it was one that I really enjoyed, but I read 3 books over the last weekend. And the one that I missed talking about was The Valkyrie's Viking by Tanya Nielsen, I'm not quite sure. This is I think it was marketed as a Viking romance, and there is romance in it, but I would say that it's more of a historical fiction, really. There is romance, but it's light on the romance in the first one at least. But it's more about the lead woman, Brenna, who is basically a badass and is very passionate about the people in the town that she lives in. And basically it's about her wanting to protect them, and also about her destiny, which is something that comes up quite frequently. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I don't really read Viking romances. I think I've read maybe like 2, and I didn't like either of them. But I think I liked this because there was that aspect of it being about this strong woman who, is a fighter on the battlefield, but is also, like, she gets to be both. She's not a one-dimensional character. She gets to be a badass who fights and protects her people, but also gets to care about those people and have a love story. So I really enjoyed this, and Tanya Nielsen is one of the authors who's going to be at, I think it's only Books Insight, which is a romance event that's happening in Melbourne in October, the day before my birthday. So very exciting. And Angel and I have had tickets for a while now, and we've just been both working through the list, and I have pre-ordered the books from the event so that there are 4 books in this series, and she had a deal with them, and so they will be signed and I will get to meet her there, and it'll be fantastic. I really enjoyed it. Because of that, I'm not going to be continuing the series on KU, because it's like a month and a bit. I will just wait, and then I will read the next book once I have it in October. But that is the end of this little clip that I just needed to edit in. So back to past Ellie looking much less disheveled and stressed. With that being said, I am going to end the vlog here. Just quickly, I want to mention that I think I might end up delaying part 2 before going into Variant Lost. I was feeling very burnt out on this, and I didn't want to read anything that I had, and I just wanted to read some of the other ebooks that I have downloaded since when I've returned other books, and some other ebooks that I just have that I've purchased, and just other physical books. So I may end up doing this at the end of October, or at some point in October instead, just to give myself a little bit of extra time. I also do have some books that I want to read before an event at the start of October, so I do need to get to those. So yeah, it may be the end of October before you see this next part, but I will be continuing to read them, just a little more slowly than forcing myself to read the 12 books that I'm gonna have left over. With that said, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.